Hey guys, not to harp on it too much, but just to start out, if you like my videos, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like down below. That helps more than anything, more than comments, more than sharing. That helps this video rise in search and helps me out tremendously on getting this video out to more people who have this truck and would like to have this information. So, on to the video. Hello there, fellow RC fanatics. This is my follow-up to the Redcat Blackout review that I did probably 6 months to a year ago. 6 months ago at this point. Now, as you can see, this is not the body shop I actually have. This is the original body. This is going to be kind of an update video on what I've had to fix, what I still need to fix, what my weak points were at this point with it. After the review, this body's got some cobwebs on it because I haven't actually used it in quite a while for obvious reasons. The stock body on this thing is trashed at this point. This thing is totally shot. There's the roof's all caved in. I don't even know why I've kept it. Clearly I'm not going to be using it for anything. And some people I know will see this sort of thing and say, well, just use it for a basher body, but the Blackout specifically, and some RC are this way, the Slash is this way, the Blackout's this way, a lot of bashing type vehicles are this way. The body provides a ton of protection for the body posts and your cables being pinched and things like that. So having a good sturdy body that doesn't have big holes like this in the roof and stuff, actually that little, $15 to $25 investment can save a lot of trouble and a lot of hassle and sometimes a lot of money depending on what you do. So I'm going to set that off to the side. Next up, I'll tell you what I've had as far as issues with the controller. The only issue, I really love the controllers that they use with Redcats and XTEs and stuff. I like these. They're good, simple, they feel sturdy, heavy in the hand and everything. Here we go. See that? I push, comes on. So every time I run, there we go. Every time I run it now, I have to kind of fiddle with this and kind of play with it to get it to connect. It's like there's a bad connection in there, and it's weird because once it goes, it's on. Like, see, that's not shutting back off now, and that very much could just be a fluke with my controller. I don't know. So you're gonna see that I've got new wheels and tires on here. A big thing that I mentioned in my review was how durable this thing was and how it seemed to soak up jumps and bumps and everything like that, and I did not actually notice this at the time of doing the review, so I didn't point this out. These wheels that it comes with, your average wheels are very stiff, like you can't bend that wheel there. These are highly flexible wheels. It's a really kind of a weird thing. I'm sure it's not the only RC to do that, but these wheels have a ton of give to them, and I would say that would explain a lot of why I thought this thing felt very swimmy when you were driving it, and why it felt like you couldn't really get locked into drifts and things like that with it, is because of just how floaty these wheels are. And I mean, obviously they're very narrow. I ordered some actually quite a bit wider tires for it. They're a little bit taller, but mainly they're just wider. So that's a thing with these. And the other thing, this is, I think I might have actually picked the worst one up first. I did, yeah. But 3 of the 4 have done some variation of this, and I'll try to aim this where you can actually see it well. Because of these being such a soft plastic like that, they have sheared off these little clips, right? Don't have enough hands. The little parts where the ends of these wheels mesh up with the hub itself. It's almost impossible to see in the video, so you just have to take my word for it. Those are split all the way down to the bottom of the hub. That one is, that one is, that one is, and that one is. And it's kind of the same story on 3 of these 4 wheels where they have split. And what that does is makes it to where there's no actual support on the hub, or very little compared to what there should be. So when you go to drive the truck itself with the tires, let's say this is the back axle of the truck, you go to steer and you can watch the entire back axle, or it's actually not the axle itself, it's just the tires. Let's say if you're steering this way, the tires will lean out really heavy. I mean, like an insane amount. Steering this way, they'll lean out this way because there's just no support left on there. This bends all over the place now on 3 of these 4 tires, which makes it, in a way, kind of feel a little faster than it is because it's completely uncontrollable. driving it in a straight line is almost impossible, even because the whole time it's going down the road, it's just, you can just see the tires flopping around. It looks like you popped a end off of one of your ball ends of your tie rods, but actually what's happening is these are just loose and going all willy-nilly on you. So I didn't just replace with the stock tires because I wanted to try something else, and also these are about a $35 set of wheels, and I may have made a bad choice here. We'll find out. These are also an off-brand. I think these were like 25 bucks-ish on Amazon, shipped for all four. The big thing I'm worried about is not the tires itself, it's the wheels. That's always a weak point on cheaper RC wheels, is the hubs wanting to snap out of them. I've seen people, even with drift cars, end up snapping the entire hub out the very first day they drove them. I think I've been that guy more than once. So these came not glued. They were not pre-glued, so I had to glue them. And I got them glued up yesterday. So we've had quite a bit of rain, so I'm kind of waiting on the rain to subside a little bit so that I don't have to clean it off. Not that I'm afraid to drive it in the rain, I just don't really want to have to clean it off because I don't have a lot of time. The shocks on this thing, the stock shocks, I don't know that I can really blame it on the vehicle because they didn't actually leak to begin with, but through two specific, and I can, in my head, I know exactly which two wrecks it was, I hit just right in that way that kind of bends everything sideways. You land just like this, and I have bent this one right here. You can see the way the spring is sitting. I've bent that one, and I have this one here. This one here, the shock body itself was cracked, and I have not been able to glue it back together or anything to get it to actually hold oil. So this shock is just useless. There's nothing. So and this one is I'm sorry, the one that's bent back here, once it bent, it leaked, and it's the same way. There's no oil in there. You can't get it to hold oil at all. It won't hold oil through one run, so it's not worth taking it apart. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, obviously, is getting some new shocks for it. I plan to probably put a new body on it pretty soon. I'm kind of in a kick of RC right now, so I'll probably be doing quite a few update videos for this thing over the next few months as I do things to it. I started to actually wait and not do any videos until I had done everything, but I thought, hey, why not? I like making videos, so tires are on there. And just kind of fill you in on what's changed since I did the review. I still highly recommend this thing. All the problems I've had with it have been simple mechanical fixes. The actual expensive electronics to replace have not been a problem whatsoever. Still haven't had any issues with them. It still runs like a top. It's still really fast for a 2-cell powered cheaper RC. It's still plenty fast. I would actually say probably is one of the quickest 2-cell powered RCs I've driven as far as off-road stuff. I haven't tried a 3-cell in it. A lot of people say that they have good luck with it, but I've also seen a lot of videos of people burning their ESCs up the second they try a 3-cell in it. So I'm still tempted to get just a smaller, like a 2,000 or 3,000 milliamp, kind of more intended for RC boats, 3-cell LiPo, because you can get those for about 20 bucks on eBay and Amazon. Fairly tempted to get something like that and just see how it runs, see how fast it'll go. But that's gonna be it for now. This body obviously actually came off of, if you've seen any of my other videos, came off of my dad's Max Stone 10, because this has a odd kind of wheelbase. It's a little shorter than most 10 scales, so finding something out of the bodies that I have in my garage, none of them measured up right for me to just drill an extra set of holes in there and slap it on. It would look really weird the way it would set. So I'm kind of looking around for a body right now that will measure up correctly and not look real goofy, with the bumpers and everything line up just about right, or as close as I can get it, because it turns out that everywhere you find these replacement bodies, the SUV style or the truck style, they want something like 35 or 40 bucks for this pre-painted body. That's insane. I enjoy making the bodies anyway, so I don't want to do that. So thank you for watching, you guys. If you've got any questions, anything like that, like I said, I think that pretty much covers it. I really appreciate the likes, so if you like this video, just click that button before you take off. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you for watching.